Welcome to the Naturally Stupid podcast with
AJ and Sam.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Naturally Stupid podcast. And I almost giggled the time. It took us it took me so long to hit the record button because we were just giggling the whole time. Oh my gosh. I'm still thinking about the Markiplier thing. We love Markiplier, so it's nothing bad, but we're not going to discuss it. Okay. But in today's episode, we are talking about the drama between Nirvana and the baby on the album cover. I forget what album cover it was. We're uncultured swine. We're sorry. Don't joke. Gay panic. But yeah. We're talking about Nirvana, baby. The Nirvana, baby. If y'all didn't catch that, but it's whatever. We're like high on giggles. Like we need to.
I'm tired.
I'm something. I don't know.
Something.
Okay, we need to start before everything that we said before this episode just floods back into my brain. Okay. So again, we're reading an article about it because we can do that. So we're doing that. So.
You want to say so again?
So. We are reading Nirvana, baby, article, The fact that I did that without fucking up, I'm proud. But yeah, we need to get on it. So, on August 24th, Spencer Eldon filed a case to sue the rock band Nirvana. So, that's the baby's name. Spencer Eldon. What?
The way you said it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that came from the soul. I'll leave it in, whatever.
It was so quiet.
I know, but it was deep. So it was bass. That was pure bass. Okay. A lot of people might not know his name, but they've most likely seen his face, or at least his baby face. One of Eldon's baby photos includes that of him submerged underwater and grabbing at a digitally imposed image of a bill on a hook. Iconic album cover. Besides the baby junk. I mean, even, what was it, 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Even in the 90s, I don't think that would... Even today, I mean, of course today it would not be okay at all. But, even the 90s, even with it being, edgy, I don't understand how it went so well.
I don't think people cared.
Right.
They were okay, about music.
I remember the first time I saw it, and I was like,
what is that?
What's happening? I don't understand. Eldon, now a 30-year-old artist living in Los Angeles County, is the model in the iconic album cover for Nirvana's Nevermind. So that's the album name. The album itself has become iconic as well, containing songs like Smells Like Teen Spirit, Lithium, and Come As You Are. Bops. I mean, Smells Like Teen Spirit is that's on everyone's playlist.
Yeah, that's the basic song
right?
That everyone knows.
Oh, you like Nirvana? What's your favorite song? Smells Like Teen Spirit. Basic bitch. Called out all of our 4 listeners. Oh, please subscribe.
We just lost one.
Right. Oh my gosh.
That was sad about it.
But to be fair, if we think it is
who we think it is,
or if it is who we think it is, bye.
It's fine.
We don't need you. Just kidding. You don't have to listen. Just subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Thinking about our whole conversation.
Yeah. Stop. Don't think about the gummy one. We need to continue. Stop it. 30 years after this photo was taken, the album and its cover photo becoming classics. Spencer Eldon is suing the band on the grounds that the photo is an exhibition of child pornography. To be fair, it pretty much is.
I think after a certain point, they started selling copies with, like, that edited out or whatever.
Like, that's fine. If they did that or, like, put a diaper on him, I think it would have
been fine. Or, like, edited out in the first place.
Especially around this day and age. That would have been their best bet to do.
Yeah, but no.
So, like, I totally agree with him. Like, he was, like, a baby. Like, he didn't have a say in
his
wanting or not.
Yeah, you can throw my child in the water.
Right. Naked. Sure. Do it. Oh, my gosh. The album has generally been known as a statement on capitalism, but Eldon's lawyer, Robert Y. Lewis, describes the image of Eldon in that photo as like a sex worker. But what? There's no button there. As he reaches out for the bill while nude underwater. Defendants intentionally commercially marketed Spencer's child pornography, states the lawsuit filed, and leveraged the shocking nature of his image to promote themselves and their music at his expense. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I can't say for sure if that was their
intent.
Yeah.
Although they might not have been paying attention, because I know that a lot of bands in, like, between the 70s and 90s were on some hardcore shit when they were making all of their stuff.
Right.
So they probably were like, good enough.
Yeah.
Baby in the water.
Naked. But, like, whether it was their intent or not, they should have known that, like, even the slightest bit of, like, guys, maybe.
Just get rid of it.
Maybe just not. Maybe just not. But it was still, like, iconic. But I think people say it's iconic because of the shock factor, which is kind of sad. Because it's at the extent of Spencer here. The lawsuit describes the behind-the-scenes process of taking the Nevermind album photo. Photographer Kirk Weddle activated Spencer's gag reflex. What? I don't like that sentence. Before throwing him underwater in poses highlighting and emphasizing Spencer's exposed genitalia, adding that at least one or more film cartridges were used throughout the photo shoot, meaning that there are around 40 or 50 different photos of Eldon. Where are those photos? That's what I would be concerned about. I mean, obviously the exposed junk to everyone is something. But where's the 49 to 59, or 39 to... Math is hard. 39 to 49 photos.
Shit.
That's what I'm concerned about. Because I would be suing the photographer, too, if they didn't, like, give the parents the rest of the photos.
They might have. That might be why he's not. The parents might have the rest of them.
I don't know.
Can you imagine finding an album of, like, old photos and it's just
right,
bunch of retakes?
Remember when you were thrown in the pool?
For Nirvana?
Right. Hey, but it's for Nirvana. It's for Nirvana. Do it for Nirvana. Do it for the vine. No. Maggie Maybe. That's actually a really cool last name. Okay. One of the attorneys handling Eldon's case believes that the band was banking on controversy sales to sell their album, relying on the shock value of the album cover to drive up sales. Like that's totally correct. I mean, not saying that's their intent, but, like, most likely
probably
it
what
is.
Happened.
Because unfortunately they're right. Like, controversy sells, sex sells. It's a sad world. Truly.
It's fucked up.
Not to get, like, deep, but, like, you know, it worked.
It did.
Unfortunately. Damn.
Fucked up shit.
Fucked up shit. Yeah. But, like, I can see, I don't know. I can't really think of any other intent behind it besides the shock value of sales. Sorry, Spencer. We're here for you. Although, I can't believe he's 30 now.
Why'd he wait so long?
I don't know. Well, I know initially, I don't know if it says it in this article. I think that what triggered him was that since he's an artist, he had an art show and the band wouldn't come. But I don't know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel obviously they're not like obligated to go, but you use him in an inappropriate way to get sales.
Yeah, when he was a baby.
A baby. A nigga baby. He did that for you.
A nigga baby.
Nigga baby. Eldon is working with Marsh Law Firm based in New York. The firm specializes in cases that revolve around sexual exploitation of children, which may explain their persistence on the child pornography angle. Like, coming from someone that took a law class and studied criminal justice in high school, that's a good angle from like this perspective. That's a good angle to go off of if you want to win the case. Because I'm pretty sure it's like the only angle they can really do. Besides, I guess, he was so young and he didn't have a say.
Although you could say that about a lot of shit, but your parents have a say for you
right
until you're a certain age.
But that also kind of goes hand in hand with, like, I didn't allow you to do that with inappropriate photos of me. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a good angle. Like, that's great strategizing. Yeah. Great strategy, guys. Michael Azarad's biography of the band Come As You Are, The Story of Nirvana, describes the hesitancy that, I don't know why I struggled to, like, say those 3 letters. DGC, a former label under, what? I, like, looked at it and I was like, why can't I say the letters? A former label under, I don't know if it's Geffen or Jeffen Records, expressed with the photo Cobain chose for the album. Cobain was persistent with keeping the photo unedited. The only compromise Cobain offered was to have a sticker covering Eldon's genitalia, which would say, if you're offended by this, you must be a closeted pedophile. As we know today, the label decided to release the original photo.
I would understand if instead of editing it, if they put, like, their Nirvana face over it or something.
Right. Like, that would be fine.
Yeah.
That would actually be cool. But, I guess it's weird hearing that, like, Cobain was all for it. Although, I do like the edginess of it. Like, it's very creative, like, Baby in a Water going after a bill on a hook. But
we also know...
cross the line with the baby.
We also know that Cobain was off his fucking rocker.
Right.
99% of his fucking life.
Like, we have, obviously we respect Cobain. Like, he was...
Yeah.
He's a legend. But...
he was out of it.
Out of it.
He was on some shit.
Yeah. R.I.P. Cobain. Eldon's team hopes to strengthen their case by citing other examples of bands that have used explicit images of children on their album covers, citing Scorpion's Virgin Killer, Blind Faith's Blind Faith, and Van Halen's Balance. I don't think I've ever seen them.
No.
Although you don't hear the controversy of it.
I'm gonna look up that last one.
Van Halen's Balance. Because, like, I don't know if it, because no one said anything, if it's that bad or if anything's actually exposed.
That's why it's not exposed.
Right, like, that's fine. To, like, it's, I guess, finer or better.
There's the other version of it. It's completely covered. And what was the first one?
Scorpion's Virgin Killer. There's 3, but we'll just look up 2. Is it bad? Is it bad?
I'm struggling to spell.
I don't know how to spell virgin.
No.
No.
I was struggling with the word original.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, is it bad?
Kind of. Can I find one that, like, didn't... Can I... No, all of them have a crack on it so that you can't see it. But, like, people were cracking their albums so they could take pictures.
Oh.
So that you can't see it. Because that's, like,
I feel like that's worse.
That's straight up child.
I feel like that's worse than Nirvana's.
I can't tell if the crack's on purpose or not. Maybe
so,
I think they put the crack.
Discretion advised if you want to go see those 3.
Okay. It's covered. The crack is intentional. They covered it barely with, like, a little crack.
Okay, so it's like on the... I feel like it's kind of even with Nirvana's.
Yeah.
They tried to cover it, but it's not good.
And I think it might be a female on the front because a lot of, like, the censored photos have one on the bottom and across the chest.
Yeah.
So that might be a female.
So discretion advised if you want to Google those images. But I don't know. Scorpions is kind of bad.
I'd say that's pretty on par.
But Van Halen's isn't as bad.
Van Halen's was pretty much covered.
Yeah. I mean, it's still children and they're naked.
Yeah.
But the parts are covered. Not saying we're fine with it, but
it's not okay, but it's not like...
But it's not... They're not exposed. But yeah, discretion advised if you want to look up those covers, but, you know, they're pretty even with Nirvana, if you ask me. Well, kind of.
One is.
Yeah. The ultimate goal of Eldon is to have the image redacted. According to Maybe, he is asking the band to do what Nirvana should have done 30 years ago and redact the image of his genitalia from the album cover. Additionally, Eldon is also asking for $150,000 from the defendants. The list of which includes Cobain's... I don't know why I said Cobain. Cobain. Oh my god, I suck. Cobain's estate, his widow Courtney Love, the band's surviving members, Weddle, and the art director of the shoot, and record labels that distributed the album. There have been no statements from any of the defendants so far. I feel like that's fair. Because of the popularity and the sales of it, I feel like that's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but if you're going after a popular band... Probably more, honestly. If he's this dedicated to it, I would have asked for more. It is interesting to note that Eldon is also suing Nirvana's previous drummer, Chad Channing, who was succeeded by Dave Grohl before the album photo was taken or its songs recorded. According to Maybe, this is due to the belief that he still benefited from the sales of the album despite no longer being a part of the band at the time. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, even if there was... Are they continuing the band? Is it still?
I don't know.
But, like, let's say they aren't, but they're doing it now. Like, if they continued it, they'd still be making sales. They still probably are making sales to this day. Right?
Yeah. No, they haven't been active since the early 90s.
Okay.
Mid 90s, I guess. 1994.
But still, like, whatever members are included, plus the art director and the photographer at the time and the, previous drummer, former drummer, like, get them all, honestly.
Yeah. Get them all.
Get them all. In the 30 years since the release of Nevermind, Eldon Eldon has recreated the album's cover photo for its 10th, 17th, 20th, and 25th anniversaries. Of course, in these photos, he was wearing some trunks. And honestly, they kind of still look as cool.
They do. Oh, I've seen some of those.
Mm-hmm.
His remakes or whatever.
Like, they're still pretty good. Like, I feel like that would have been a good photo for the Nirvana thing. Like an older, not exposed child.
Yeah.
You know,
just needy.
Just a thought. For the 25th anniversary in 2016, the last time that Eldon recreated the photo, he mentioned his desire of doing the photo nude to truly recreate the album cover. He later decided against this. Eldon also sports a tattoo of the album title's name on his chest. That's actually pretty cool. But honestly, if he was this upset about it, I don't think I would have gotten a tattoo. But, you know, you do you, boo. In most of his...
He's kind of contradicting himself a little bit.
Right.
Just a little.
Just a little. He's a walking advertisement now.
Yeah.
Go look at me as a baby naked. That's what he's doing.
Pretty much.
In most of his interviews, Eldon has always been on the fence about being that baby. Oh, he that baby. Okay.
That baby.
He that baby. During the album's 25th anniversary, Eldon explained that the anniversary means something to me. He said that. Cool. You just said that he said that. It's strange that I did this for 5 minutes when I was 4 months old and it became this really iconic image. It's cool but weird to be a part of something so important that I don't even remember. He's almost kind of praising it there.
I think he likes that he was part of it, but he's not happy with the band's decision to just leave it there.
Right. Yeah. Excuse me. Eldon has also described the intruding nature of his fame. When I go to a baseball game and think about it, man, everybody at this baseball game has probably seen my little... I'm not gonna say it.
What?
His junk.
Okay.
I don't like how it was phrased, so I phrased it myself.
Okay.
Has probably seen my junk. I feel like I got part of my human rights revoked. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that. His parents were only given $200 after the photo shoot. What?
$200?
Not worth it. For my baby being thrown in the pool naked?
What, 50 times?
Yeah! What the fuck? Oh, I don't like... child labor. I don't like it.
Child labor.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also did not sign any form of contract or paperwork allowing the release of the photos. Uninformed about its use until the family saw a poster for the album while driving down Sunset Boulevard. What were their intentions with the photos?
What did they think was going to happen?
What? Do you think he was going to be a fucking Gerber baby? No! Right? What the? An advertisement for swim diapers? No! The fuck? You got $200 for throwing your baby in the pool for $50 and you don't even know what it was used for? Unless they're lying about that.
They might be. Hold on.
But what the absolute F is going on here? That's
1991. So that was one of their few last albums.
Mm-hmm.
So how did they not know who the band was?
I don't know.
How do you?
And why were they only given $200?
That's some bullshit.
That's fucked up.
There's some bullshit going on.
I smell something fishy. Something ain't right here, Chief. Eldon himself has not made any statements about the case. His team explains that they have been trying to shield him from the media as much as possible. Like, around lawsuits, yeah. Or court times, yeah. I hit the table game. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Spooky ghost.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that means they pay them like $4 a picture.
Right. For the amount of success that they ended up getting after it.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been fine if that was, like, the initial cost, and then later they're like, hey, thanks for boosting our sales. Like, here's a bonus or some shit.
Yeah. But no, it's $200. Thanks.
God damn. What the fuck?
Thanks for your naked baby.
They got $200 and a moist baby out of that.
The moist baby.
What the fuck? It's on me right here, Chief. There is a lot of public opinion about this case. Some empathize with the Eldon family's lack of compensation considering how big the album came to be. Though, for most, labeling the photo as child pornography seems a bit much.
I see both sides.
Right. It's, like, not right what they did, but, like, they did it. I don't know. It's a tough situation to be in.
Even if they did change it now, it's all over the place. People know what happened. Like,
Right.
You're not going to be able to delete it from the internet.
Right. There's no point in redacting it.
No.
Just,
like,
get good compensation for it.
Compensation, yeah, but you can't... There's no way in hell you're going to change it now.
No way. And even if they did redact it, then people are going to want the original even more because it's the original, it's rare, it's whatever.
Yeah.
No. The case came as a surprise for all. Many questioned the intentions of Eldon in bringing this up only 30 years later. It also didn't sit well with people that he's doing this after having recreated the photo multiple times in the past. And wanting, for a little bit, to do the last one naked.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, from what I read earlier on a different article, like, the thing that triggered it was that the band didn't come to his art show.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, 30 years later. Like, you couldn't have, like, 18 or, like, have your parents sue.
Yeah, like, as soon as you realize, like, hey, I'm not okay with this.
Imagine him in high school. Like, what were other kids thinking? Like, you're the naked baby from Nirvana.
You're the naked baby.
Like, what? I'd be owning that shit, to be honest.
Then if it was 91, then he was, like, late 2010 or something like that when he was in high school.
Why now? Maybe estimates that this case has been in the works for over a year.
A year?
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, so 29 years, my bad.
Right. Further explaining that Eldon still has the right to sue because the album and its cover are continuously being distributed to this day. That's fair. Even as a child, Spencer expressed that this was uncomfortable, and he doesn't like the way that this puts him in a place where he really can't protest that it's an invasion of his own privacy. Maybe says, because people come to defend the band as opposed to protect Spencer, the team was unaware of the notice that the case may get due to the fame of the defendants, although they were not certain of what extent this may be. Yeah. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Yeah. Even though he created the images later on in his life, he was clothed, and he was an adult. About Eldon's multiple recreation of the photo. Maybe encounters by explaining that these were very different circumstances. I kind of get that. Like, he's an adult, like, he's in charge, like, he had a say in what he was doing. But to kind of ride the fame of recreating his album covers, what did you Google?
What we were talking about.
Stop! We're talking about Kurt Cobain and Nirvana.
It just loaded. I was waiting for this whole time.
Did you even hear what I said?
Yes.
Okay. But do you get what I'm saying, though? Yeah. Like, he kind of rode the fame, like, by recreating them.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know what we're talking about when that just happened.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but the face, I had to question it. Okay. Moving on. Excuse me. Professor Mary Graw Leary from the Columbus School of Law in the Catholic University of America. Dang, that's a long-ass fucking title. Do you think she says that every time?
Probably.
Like she riding her fucking high horse.
One of those bitches.
Right. I'm from Columbus School of Law in the Catholic University of America. Like, shut up, Mary.
Shut the fuck up, Mary.
Well, she explains that Mr. Eldon's past comments about the cover should not undermine his current claim that he was a victim of child pornography.
Kind of.
Was he a victim? I would say yes. But he was riding the fame.
For a while.
Right. Like, I don't see any difference. She continues that the law does not pick between children who are immediately denounced their abusers and children who initially were dismissive about what had happened to them. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see that applying. But that does apply to, like, other things. But no, I don't think in this case.
No.
Maybe stresses that it takes a very long time when you are a victim of these kinds of images, or of these kinds of image abuse crimes, to really understand how you've been damaged. She believes that there is no one who can understand how Eldon feels right now other than Eldon himself. I'm sure other people have gone through similar instances.
Like the one on the Virgin Killers or whatever.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure they're still
coping.
Right. But I don't know for sure. I don't know if they're like, I was on fucking Van Halen's fucking album cover. Hoorah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. Like,
they might be.
Like, they might be celebrating that, but I don't think they've come.
Although they
publicly.
might have been compensated better.
Right. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Better than $200.
And a moist baby.
Yup.
But yeah, honestly, I kind of wish they would come forward and either, like, take a side or, you know, be neutral about everything. But, like, I kind of want to know their experiences with it. What they had to deal with, like, not what the compensations was, but, like, what the compensations was.
Yeah.
Oh. This has been a ride.
This has been a lot.
This has been a lot on my conscience. We need to stop. But yeah. So that is it for this episode of the Naturally Stupid Podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go off. Thank you guys so much for listening. Tune in every Wednesday for your weekly dose of your favorite shit show. Or your least favorite, you know, whatever. Tune in anyway. Probably. Manifest good thoughts.
I thought you almost stabbed yourself in the eye.
I did. For our YouTube listeners, subscribe, like, share with your friends, as well as comment, because I will stick around after uploads to respond to your guys' comments. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of when we upload. Support us on Patreon to see behind the scenes, as well as other bonus content. You can also support us on Anchor, which will help us to make bigger and better content for y'all. Check us out on our socials, Instagram at The Naturally Stupid Podcast, Twitter at Podcast TNS, TikTok at TNSP TikTok. And for our gamers out there, we have Twitch, that is Naturally Stupid, and a server on Discord, which you can just ask for the link to on our socials that were stated earlier, or the socials are going to be linked in the description below. As always, I'm AJ.
And I'm Sam.
And we'll see you later, dudes.